Hi you guys, Shane here, and I'm going to show you a bunch of variations on a plank today. These are ways you can kind of spice up your routine, but still get some great, beautiful stability and postural support with your plank. So let's take it down to the floor. All right, you guys, so let me show you some variations on a plank. We all know our traditional plank, our forearm plank. So you come on down to your elbows, you guys. So now you can always stay here on your knees. Notice my knees are below my hips, elbows below the shoulders, fingers just nice, relaxed, and spread out. You can stay here. What you want to do is pull your belly button up into your spine and squeeze your glutes. Get that posterior support in your plank so your pelvis is nice and stable. Now from here, you can always tuck those toes up, come on up to a beautiful long plank here. So again, you're on your knees or toes, holding this forearm plank. For a little added variety, stay here, just gently tap one knee and then switch knees down to the floor, keeping that pelvis nice and stable and in neutral spine. Don't let your head drop down, don't lift it up. Keep it nice and neutral. You can always take it to a double knee tap as well. I'd say try 8 or 10 repetitions. Make sure you keep breathing and then take a break when you need to. A great break is always child's pose. Come on in, take a break there. So we have our knee taps, single or double. Coming back to our forearm plank, beautiful stability. You can also take one leg and just tap that toe out and in. So it's hip abduction. You're moving from your hip, tapping side to side. One leg is beautifully stable at about hip width, and then switching sides. Really stabilize through the front of that body, you guys, through your anterior, keeping that spine neutral. I'd say try roughly 5 taps each side, and then come on back. Again, great work. Another option, you guys, back in our forearm is what I call a hip dip. Come into your forearm plank here. Just take those hips, rotate through that torso, tap that hip down, come on back to center. Other side, tap and come on back to center. So you're adding that rotation, right? Getting a little extra work into the obliques, keeping the arms stable. Let those heels drop as you let those hips dip from side to side. Hip dip. Another option, take it to a side plank. Now what you want to do is have that elbow right below that shoulder. Now those knees are pretty much straight down from your hip. You can use this hand in front of you for support, or just bring it up here to your knees, double knee. Beautiful stability, keeping that side body lifted, spine long. For a little extra challenge, you can lengthen the legs. I'm still keeping them crossed. Again, use this hand for stability when you need it, and then holding here. To increase the challenge a little bit, take that top leg, lift it up on top, and hold. For a little extra challenge from here, take this top leg, lift it up, and hold. Careful not to let those hips drop down and sag. If you start to feel a little tension in the shoulder, you can always release that low knee for a little extra support. Side plank with a bunch of different options. And remember, you guys, if you're doing it on one side of the body, you have to flip to do the other. Try going through that progression, see what feels comfortable for you, and then count to 8 or 10, but keep on breathing. So those are varieties for your forearm. Now your hands. Hands come below those shoulders. Again, you can stay here on your knees, beautiful stability, or tuck those toes up and hold right here for this plank here. Now to make it a little more challenging, what I do sometimes is I'll walk into the front of my mat, so my fingers at the very front of my mat, and then I'll slowly scoop my toes back so my shoulders are no longer stacked on top of my hands. They're behind me. It's as if you're taking the supports out of your bridge, right, of your plank. Keeping that belly button pulled in, take it to where you feel comfortable. You still maintain that shoulder stability and just hold. Again, breathe, 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 breathe. and then relax. Our last option is what I call the bird dog plank. Go back into your plank where those hands are below your shoulders. Tuck it up onto your toes. Again, belly button pulled to the spine. Squeeze those glutes. First start by just lifting 1 foot at a time. Just squeeze your glute and just lift it. You're not lifting it high, just barely up off the floor, activating that glute, and do that a few times, alternating right and left. Then keep the legs quiet, maybe just do one arm at a time, alternating right and left, trying to keep everything stable. If that is comfortable, give me one right leg lift, breathe, lift that left arm out, hold, stabilize, come on in, and then of course, left leg, right arm, switch sides. If you feel like you're off balance a lot, that's okay. Come back, reset it, go back into it until you feel like you can hold that plank for a count of 10. So we take that plank, we kind of turn it up a notch, have a lot of fun with that, really work on that stability. Thank you.